We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. It's getting noisy here in Charlotte for this Hornets home game. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Rakowski is out there with Ellis. Then there's Robertson. Then it's Malone, and it's Humphries in at the 1 spot. Now here's Ellis. Here's the screen. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up. Some incredible athletes in this one, Brent. Defensively, what does it take to stay in front of somebody who's got that kind of explosive ability?
For me, a small prayer. For other guys, it's knowing time, space, distance to make sure that you can collect anybody's first move. As you know, Kevin, you can't be thinking out there. If you're caught thinking, especially defensively, you get to read the back of the jersey of the guy you're guarding quite often. Can't happen here tonight.
And it can take your mind off of the other things you've got to do.
Well, yeah, that, and then you're always using one key phrase, which coaches talk about in practice.
Yeah.
Help.
Oh, yeah.
I need help.
Help. Here's Gill after the basket by Milwaukee. And he converts the layup. Gill's got his second basket of the game.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Bucket is good.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I got to talk to James Borrego a bit a few minutes ago. He said we've been playing some of our best offense of late. Not many mistakes. Guys are spacing the floor, setting solid screens, moving the ball. You really can't ask much more from them on that end. Kevin, obviously, he wants that to continue tonight.
All right, David, thank you. So the priority is on solid, fundamental basketball, finding good shots.
And we know they have the tendency to shoot the lights out when things are clicking for them. We'll see if this is one of those nights.
Well, if it is one of those nights, I'd look out. There is not much an opposing defense can do when they get multiple players hot at the same time.
Here's Newman. Johnson with a screen on Ellis. Just 3 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get a shot. It's deflected, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Pass to Burkowski. 17-foot shot on the way. No good off the back of the rim. The Hornets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Curry wide open. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
Amazingly, the Bucks, one of the slower teams in the league last season in terms of their pace. And when you're talking about a team with tremendous length and athleticism, you think that maybe speed would come along with it and that they'd get out and thrive in transition. Not the case last year.
Robertson's shot is good. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Bogues against Humphries. Here's Curry. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And stolen by Bogues. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Curry's got the ball and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Lynch, he's checked in for Charlotte. Milwaukee in the lead. And the Bucks, still a top 10 offense last season, got to the line in bunches.
They got to the line, got into the interior, got into the paint, but their outside shooting is still a concern, Kevin. When you're down a lot of points and you need to stretch out the defense to come back in games, it's not something that they could do last year. So maybe looking to pick up a few guys on their roster to help expand the three-point shooting game.
Good on both. There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. There's a screen. Here's the teardrop. Shays with the rebound.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Lynch defending. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. High post try. That one wide left. From the high post. And the Hornets miss again. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Milwaukee on top, up by 4. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Bucks.
He wanted to shoot that ball, but you see your teammate wide open. Be a good teammate. Make the delivery.
Hornets trail by 6. Passes it to Chapman. There's a good screen. Off the pick. It's good.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Kicks it to Ellis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Shays the pass to Ellis. That shot no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Pass to Chapman. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Chapman's got 4 points in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
From the corner. The shot comes out.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. Chapman's got 6.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
He's guarded by Johnson. There's the dish to Ellis. Just 5 on the clock. Will it go? And he lays it up and in. Something the NBA has tested out in the G League, Brent. Coaches' challenges. What do you think?
I think the idea of making sure that the handkerchief matches the tie is a great idea.
Only you would say that. Only you would say that.
I'm just worried with some of the casual styles in the NBA that it's not going to be accessible. But
I think you're right.
I think it's going to happen, and I think it's going to be interesting for the league. But it's going to happen.
Anything to make these coaches do more, make more decisions.
Make more decisions and make decisions that you know can impact whether or not your team wins the basketball game or loses it, because after a referee makes a determination that you think might be the other way, or they don't look at a replay where you're sure and certain that you could get possession, I'm reaching for the hanky.
Reed the pass to Newman. 1:30 left in the first half of the game. Now the Bucks moving it up. And there's Robertson. That's good on the assist by Humphries.
Always tough to work the closer you get to the basket. Nice job of finding an angle on the pass there.
There's the pass to Gill. Bogues against Humphries. High arcing shot, and he sinks the layup. Bogues has got it all tied up now for Charlotte.
A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Here's Malone. Pass to Burkowski. And he drops it in from the low post. Burkowski's got his second basket of the night.
And have to defend better in the paint. They just let him set up way too deep.
Well, he's going to punish you down there if you're not more physical than he is, and look for them to go right back to that play.
Passes to Bogues. Can't hit from 12.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Gaddison grabs the miss. The Hornets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And the shot goes down. Gill's got 6.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
With 4 seconds on the clock, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Bucks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Bucks lead by 2.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
I was surprised at how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Charlotte.
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court.
And that's good.
The scene at night here in Uptown Charlotte, where we welcome you back to the action. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Charlotte trailing. They've got Newman. Bogues out there with Gill. Then it's Johnson. And it's Gaddison in at the 5 down low. So that's the Hornets 5. On defense, Milwaukee. Johnson wide open. He fires. And he overshot that one, missing. And a wide open look here for Ellis. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Ellis has got the first field goal of the second half for the Bucks. And here's Bogues. Pass to Gill. Humphries with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Malone dishes to Humphries. Here's Ellis. 7 points in the game. He dishes it to Robertson. Poked away. Here's Brakowski. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And the second free throw, good. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Bogues against Humphries. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Now the pass to Chapman. Humphries against Bogues. 6 on the shot clock. Kept alive by Charlotte. Johnson can't hit from in close.
Well, they got to be more active on offense and maybe a little bit more aggressive going to the rim. 0 of 4, not impressive thus far.
Humphries the pass to Malone. And it's slammed in by Malone.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Chapman's shot is off.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Robertson can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 7. Bogues the pass to Johnson. Rebounded by the Bucks. Ellis kicks to Humphries. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. That's tipped. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter of the game. They set the pick. They need this one, and the jumper is good. Chapman's got 8 points. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the best player in the NBA?
5 years from now, the best player in the NBA will be
Antetokounmpo? I'm going to go.
Wow.
I'm going to go and just say that right now.
Do you think he'll be the best player in the league?
If he does not get injured, I think he'll be the best player in the NBA. 5 years from now.
Okay, that sounds good.
Give me another name.
Is Joel Embiid going to be the man in the league?
I like it if he stays healthy. Of course, you can say that with anybody.
You can say it with anybody, but Joel Embiid might just be that guy.
Special talents. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee from about 19 feet. The shot off that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. Pass to Connor. Inside. Here's Shays. He's guarded by Johnson. And the basket by Shays.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish. If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to really good clock management, and you want to maximize each of your possessions.
Milwaukee leading by 5. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Connor. And the rejection by Curry. And it's blocked. It could go, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Bucks on top, leading by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Keep driving it. Get to the free throw line. Keep playing with it.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Milwaukee in the lead. On the court for the Bucks. To the paint. Drops in the layup for 2.
Ooh, excellent work getting that close to the basket. Got to be happy getting those type of shots.
Bogues the pass to Newman. To the paint. Johnson the screen. Gill misses. Bucks leading by 7. Now here's Henson. Right wing. Kicks it to Roberts. Out to the right wing. He's covered by Gill. And that one drops.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Johnson the screen. Bogues the pass to Gill. Over to the left wing. Here's Newman. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Here's Henson. He kicks it to Roberts. Back to Henson. Down low. Here's Roberts. It's stolen by Johnson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Well, beating one guy is one thing, but beating 5, heck of a job there. He's got the talent to finish, too.
He's guarded by Johnson. They set the pick. Pass to Henson. 5 on the clock. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. And the Hornets call time here. They're trailing by 7. 1:53 left here in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Gaddison, he's checked in for Charlotte. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. James Borrego had some words for his team over the break. He said, guys, we look like we're running in mud. Let's get out and see the early offense. And if it's not there, let's run the half-court offense. Pretty good advice, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Newman. 2 points. That one goes. And now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
And nicely done. Running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Puts it up from 7, and it's Malone missing. For Charlotte, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Gill, the pass to Newman. Here's Gill. He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And he makes both free throws. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Humphries inside. Bogues defending, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Charlotte called for the foul. Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
Robertson with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The fast break chance. A second chance effort. The shot by Robertson, no good. A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
Gill buries it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
Humphries kicks to Ellis. Good.
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
And the Hornets call time here. They trail by 3. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
Well, it really depends on what's available, so we'll see how the defense lines up here.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Gill, the pass to Newman. Here's Gaddison. The pass to Newman. For the tie. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.